There are a lot of ideas out there about what it means to be a Republican or Democrat, but what do those political parties actually represent? When did they start and why? And where do they fit in on the wide spectrum of beliefs? Some people use a right-left political spectrum to categorize political parties, but it is a little more complicated when you look at the history. You can go ahead and pause here if you need a little more time. On the extreme right, you would have fascism, super conservative nationalism. Think of 50s America with the nuclear family, and then suppression of protests, and an exalting of a glorious past, and then add dictatorship. So maybe we didn't quite fit that completely then. On the extreme left is communism. According to Marxist theory, this is achieved after socialism's success with the withering away of classes and everyone has according to their need and governs themselves. But in this case, think of socialism where the state has to implement this equity, no private property, and a collective society. There is also a political compass which puts authoritarian to libertarian and up and down, and economic left to right. In this case, the Democratic and Republican parties of the US would fall on the top of this compass, so we'll just focus on this for now. US political parties started when, well, the United States started. Support for and opposition against ratification for the United States Constitution created the Federalists and Anti-Federalists. Federalists being support for the Constitution and Anti-Federalists being against the Constitution, or you can think of it as anti-federal government. Now, if we were to place these guys right and left, I'd probably do it like this. But keep in mind this does not include all the nuance that comes with the masses of people aligning to a category. But neither one of these are called Democrat or Republican. Where did they come from? Well, we're getting to that. Slow down. So clearly, the Anti-Federalists lost the fight because the US Constitution was passed and we still have it today. However, those that wanted limited federal government power identified as Democratic Republicans. In 1924, 4 presidential candidates ran under the Democratic-Republican Party, with the Federalist Party pretty much dead. However, keep in mind that even dead parties get concessions by candidates from other parties trying to win votes. This party shortens to Democrats when supporting Andrew Jackson, and opposition formed to the Whig Party. So we don't really see a Republican Party take form and put forward a presidential candidate until Lincoln. Republicans kind of formed their argument based on 2 things. They wanted to get rid of the 2 evils, slavery and polygamy. So the Republican Party split when Teddy Roosevelt loses against Taft in a nomination. That's when he forms the Theodore Roosevelt Bull Moose Party. It was a progressive party. And so then you had some Republicans supporting him and then some supporting the Republican Party in Taft. So we'll go ahead and wrap it up here for now, but stay tuned and I will be sure to post another part later explaining more how we evolved.